Yo guys, welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be going over all of the season 3 changes coming on later on when the season actually drops. So some of these things may not actually make it to the actual game. I am currently in the season 3 test server, and let's go over all these changes. I think to start this off, we should go with some of my top changes, some of my favorite things coming. And one of the cool things that is actually coming is the titanium case. This is a 3x3 case. The way to acquire this, at least in the test servers, they just gave it to you. But in the actual main game when it launches, it is going to be the seasonal quest line. You have to do all 60 of these missions. I would imagine you have to do every single one of them. But yeah, you have to do all of these missions, and then boom, a 3x3 case for free. Another really awesome change is they have presets now. So for example, this is the tutorial build. They make you do the tutorial again on the test server. But let's say I want to run my ZC kit. Boom, I can do this, purchase all of it, and it'll completely put it how I like it. You can set up your rigs now to how you like it. Your gun will be fully kitted. You get all your armor, all of this stuff completely saved for quick access. Boom, bada bang. Another change coming is to the keychain and keys specifically. So now every single map has its own specific, we'll say, ring on the keychain. So you can have all your farm keys, all your Northridge keys, all your Valley keys, all your Armory keys, all your TV keys. As you can see, it has 30 uses now. So that doesn't mean you can go on Forbidden and open it 30 times. Basically, if you're on normal, it'll use 1 charge. If you're on lockdown, it uses 2 charges. And if you're on Forbidden, it'll use 3. So you still only get 10 uses on Forbidden. But if you're on lockdown, you'd get like 15. And then if you're on normal, you'd get 30. So depending on how you want to play it, that's how these all work. Another change that is already in the main game currently as of today with the August 28th update on the main game. But Cohen now stacks in 5 mil stacks. Still don't have containers, which is I was really hoping we were going to get containers. Unfortunately, we aren't getting containers in Season 3, so let's pray for Season 4 for that one, because they desperately need containers in this game. Alright, let's move over to the trophy room, which is now actually a hideout. It's a lot more to it now. So you have your display case, that's from the the OG trophy room. The weapon wall was there. The tack dummy is still here. The dog tag shelf. But now we have a couple of new things. The living area. So basically with the living area, it's going to increase your energy and your hydration consumption rate is going to be completely reduced. That's going to be pretty nice. The intelligence is going to increase how many listings you can have, up to 10 extra at max level. I guess, 45 if you have the $10 thing. You can do 45 listings at once. So now you can do 55 if you upgrade it all the way. And I'm pretty sure you can just buy all these items. This doesn't let you right here. But I think you could literally just buy all these items off the market. And you can just max that out like day 1. So, honestly, in the first couple weeks of Season 3, these items are probably going to be worth quite a lot just because of that reason. But the main big one is the workbench. We can craft ammo. I only have it at level 1 currently, but I think you can craft up to level 4 bullets. I don't think you can craft like red ammo or anything. I could be completely wrong, but let's see. Does this tell me? Okay, yeah, here we go. So yeah, we can craft first aid kit, treatment, and enhancement. So some of these are from the current Cyberpunk event. It looks like 2 of them are staying. I think the enhancement is already in the game, actually. The treatment looks like the revival stim, so that one's going to be staying. Level 2 ammo and level 3. So you can craft... What's the difference? Maybe it's the amount of ammo it's crafting. Reduced item production time, amateur... Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so... Oh, okay, I see. So it's... Once you get to level 3, you can still craft these, but it's less time and less resources to craft. I don't know how many you craft at a time, but I can just click it right here. So it's 120 at a time. So if I want to craft some AP rounds, I would have to give all of this stuff, and it would be 77k. So it's going to be worth finding the things you need to craft, like, for example, let me go back to this. For like BP ammo, it's probably going to be, even SS 190, this shit is like really pricey. Probably the most expensive tier 4 bullet in the game. This is high level supplies adjustment announcement. This is all coming in season 3. Items removed from the market and purchase limit. The IND 70 TAC helmet. Sure. The BT201, that's the big Yeti armor. That's like the strongest armor in the game. It's a tier 6. If you don't know which it is, it's the giant tier 6 white armor. M6, alright. The T7s are being removed from the market. You can purchase one once every 3 days. So, all of these are every 3 days. And then, so M61s, you can buy 30 at a time, and it's every day. You can do that once a day. 30 at a time. SMB, you can buy 20 of that every 24 hours. 737 can be 20 every 24 hours. And then 338 is 10 every 36 hours. And then currently held supplies by players can still be used. So if you have a bunch of red ammo, there's probably going to be people stocking red ammo now because of this. And I'd say either sell what you have and make a bunch of money off it, or just keep it. So, because it won't be able to sell on the market once you, yeah. Currently held supplies players can also sell them to contacts in exchange for coin. The buyback price for delisted supplies will be calculated at 105% of the average market price over the next 30 days. If the premium supplies you own are worn down, the selling price will be adjusted. Starting from Season 3 update, related high-level supplies will no longer be available for purchase from contacts and will instead be crafted exclusively at the workbench in personal strongholds. Wait. So is this stuff live now? This limit? Because this says starting from Season 3 update, related high supplies will no longer be available from purchase from contacts and will instead be crafted exclusively at the workbench and personal strongholds. High-level supplies produced at the workbench will also be non-tradable on the market and can only be used for personal purposes or sold to contacts. Additionally, the buyback price from contacts will be adjusted to unified price and will be affected by the wear coefficient. Okay, if I'm reading this right, this is... Now, this item removed from market and purchase limit is current live in the game. And then coming in Season 3, that stuff will have to be crafted. If I'm reading that wrong, I might be. I'm not sure. I haven't been in a live game yet, so I'm not sure. One of the weapons coming in Season 3 is the AN-94 assault rifle. It shoots 545 by 39. It has a mid to high firepower. And it shoots at 600 RPM. It has decent effective range. And... let's kit this out. I guess while we're looking at the grips, we are a couple new ones. We have the comfortable front grip. We have another tilted grip, which that'll be nice. So maybe a little cheaper one. The stats on it aren't great compared to the current B25. Another change coming in Season 3 is you don't actually have to find the rail for a scope. Let's say the 2x7 sniper scope, for example. I'm going to go find that. Where the fuck even is it? Right there. Boom. I tap that and it'll just put it on for me with all the pieces you need. So that's another good change if you didn't know like what you needed for whatever reason. But yeah, that is how you do that. Alright guys, I got the AN-94 all kitted out. It came out to about 650k. I didn't actually pay for that. But it is like 700k right now to kit this gun out. It only does automatic. Oh, it does do semi, it just wasn't working. I don't have it. Whatever the fuck. 2-round burst, semi and full. Alright guys, I got a kitted out AN-94 right here. And another thing I forgot is it does do 2-round burst, semi and full auto. And I don't think I have that bound to actually do, so that's cool. But we got BPs in this. It is extremely expensive. I didn't actually pay for it, but... So, one of the ways this gun works is when you first shoot, it'll shoot 2 rounds extremely fast, and then it'll go to its normal fire rate. So if you listen to the beginning of the firing, you hear that, and then it keeps going. It shoots 2 bullets really fast, and then, yeah. So... this is the fire rate. Is it going to compete? We'll see. The AK-12 is definitely probably still better. But it could be maybe a cheaper option potentially. Alright guys, another weapon coming to Season 3 is the ZC. For some reason it says CZ up here, but then it says ZC on the gun and then ZC on the actual gun. I don't know, maybe that could be a typo. Fix that shit, I don't know what that is. But this is a 7.62 by 39. It shoots the same bullet as the AEK, for example. And I've heard it actually is very good. Is it going to be better than the AEK? We're going to find out shortly, because this is actually the gun that I built to run for my first match later today. But yeah, I already have one built out. This is my loud version. Like I said, the prices on the test server are kind of ridiculous, and I wasn't able to actually get this stock. Maybe I can now. I wasn't able to earlier. Yeah, I can now. There wasn't any available to buy earlier, so, but it is available now. I already have one, so we're gonna take that in to the shooting range. All right, guys, this is the CZ807. I guess it is CZ. I don't know which one it is anymore. But the CZ with these attachments on. Like I said, this one doesn't have the stock. It was all fucking goofy earlier. But this is the version I'm running. 7.62 by 39, has something in full auto, 750 RPM, medium firepower, similar to the AEK. Shoots like 100 RPM slower than the AEK, so that could be its downfall, but I've heard it's pretty good. So, has like an initial like kick, kind of, so you do a little bit of a pull down to compensate for that, and you're good. I guess another thing they also did change is hip fire. It's not as accurate anymore. Which that really only nerfs the H4, because a lot of the other guns weren't as good anyway. The hip fire seems fine to me. Maybe they didn't add that one in, I don't know, but that apparently they did do that. But yeah, this is the CZ apparently. Alright guys, and the last weapon being added in Season 3 is the PP1901 SMG, and it shoots 9x19, medium firepower, can go up to mid-high once you kit it out, and it shoots semi-full auto. Its effective range is 26, which I think will go up once we make some changes to it. I don't actually have a build ready to go, but this thing could compete maybe with the MPX. It does seem decent, to be completely honest with you, and I think the P90 is probably still going to be the best SMG in the game, just simply for the type of ammo it gets. But this could run with the MPX if you're into SMGs. Alright guys, this is a kitted out PP19, 550 fully built. Like I said, test server prices are insane. I threw in some 7N31 rounds. This is what the mag looks like. That's the 50 round drum. Nice little 1x2. You'd love to see that. That's that. I guess we can look at the effective range. The effective range, I'll kit it out with the long barrel 32. So it did gain like what, 8 or 6? It was something like that. Gained a little bit. The MPX does shoot faster, so it does win in that regard. And the MPX can go up to high firepower. But I imagine this will be like a cheaper, maybe like a cheaper MP5 type. MPX is definitely still better than this. They shoot the same bullets, and the MPX is just stronger, shoots faster. But it feels nice, and it looks fucking sick, though. It looks fucking awesome. I feel like it never looks like this in Tarkov. It never did. I don't think you can even kit it out this much in Tarkov. But yeah, it gets good stats, mid-high, ADS, movement speed. I mean, I think it'll be decent if you're into SMGs. But SMGs kind of get outclassed in this game pretty heavily, so that's that. Alright guys, there's still more changes. I don't actually have any footage of this, but there is going to be an in-raid supply station where you can basically use an out-of-raid coin to get meds, throwables, and some other restricted gear. And I think someone even said you can repair your armor. Don't know about that one, but you can get like that kind of stuff in there. They're also going to be adding the BIOS scanner, which is basically a heartbeat monitor. If you've ever played like Warzone or something, or just Call of Duty, you can detect uh, people if they're like ratting around or something like that. Uh, Experimental individual recon terminal. So basically, these are the two things that I don't think should be in the game. The bioscanner, I think, has a place. Maybe I'd rather it not be in the game, but this, the experimental individual recon terminal, is absolutely fucking cringe. This thing, basically, you can only find these items in raid. By the way, you can't buy them and like bring it in with you. So the bioscanner, the individual recon, and then the injury killer stim, which the killer stim like slows down the rate of which your limbs break or something. But the recon terminal, basically, you have to find these in the military crates or whatever. You find it, you pick it up, and then you pick one of the named compounds. So we'll say farm, for example. You can scan the grain trade center. You can select the motel. Basically, you will ping one of these areas, and it'll tell you if there is any players there. It's so fucked. And I don't think it tells the players that you just got pinged. So you just have to fucking live with that. So all of these, so grain trade and stables and loading and small haul, all these things, there'll be a blue square over all of them, and you click that, and then it'll fucking scan it and then tell you if someone's there. That's what it'll pull up this map, and then yeah. Another thing I haven't seen yet because I haven't played with anybody is the spectator mode has been improved. This is a absolute W change. Normally, if you die, you can spectate your teammates, and if they were looting or doing something like that, the screen would like gray out into like a fuzzy screen, and it would say looting or whatever the hell it was. Now that is completely removed. You can now actually see what your teammate is looting and looking at in a safe or whatever. You can actually see it now. That is insane. They're changing the kill cam as well. So you can't actually look at your kill cam until all of your teammates are dead. I don't think that was ever a problem. It was so that you couldn't give away like position of the enemy. But I feel like that was never a problem. I don't know who was complaining about that. We went over loadouts, weapon mods, simplification. We went over. Oh, here we go. Here's one of them. The prototype computer verification module. There's one of them. That's a 1x2, I imagine. Yep. And we got boss tokens, combat compass. Whose is this? From Kurt's former Captain Kurt. Is that the new boss? I don't know who that is. Let's see, we got, those are already in. Instruments. Here's another one. Aerospace and Navigator. So it's the Aerospace and Navigator. I'm assuming that's just a little typo. There's nothing there. Let's see. Collectibles. I think there's some new. Oh, there's another one of the reds. Another one of them right there. And another one right there. There's some new golds too. Let's see. There's a skateboard gold, and then there's like a some other thing. But yeah, we got the Phantom clock at 60 seconds to midnight. A little doomsday clock, a little dealio. Got the Gilded Cage music box. That's it's a tall boy. That's like a 1x3 standing up, kind of like the Majestic. Got the Dawn. That's a 1x3 and 1x. That should be nice. We'll probably get a lot of those. Another way to bait the Utopia. That's always fun. Let's see if we can find the other. Oh, there's one of the golds, the Metal Heart, which I think it's called something else too. It was called something else in the whatever the fuck. Let's see. Or there's there's a couple new golds right here. Space Lab Toy Box. And we got the skateboard. We'll see how much these are actually worth in the main game. The tools, here's another gold high frequency coil. It's a 1x3. Oh, a 3x3, sorry. That thing is absolutely gigantic. That'll probably spawn in toolboxes. There's another one if we can find it. There's another red that was really cool. Doesn't seem like we can find that one. Did I fucking miss it? Surely we didn't. It's like a Terminator arm. It was in the trailer. I guess if you do want to see some of these that are in the, it's in the trailer, or maybe it wasn't a trailer, it was a fucking leak or something. Here's the Voss journal. There you go, that's a new gold. There's a new purple. Space Boy comic. I didn't even think about new purples, I just don't care. Any golds there? Oh, there it is, I did miss it, it's right here. The T008 robotic arm, kind of like a Terminator deal. Yes, guys, that is all of the stuff coming in Season 3 of Arena Breakout. And then some of the stuff may not make it to the live game. But if all of it does, get ready to PvP a lot. Because I'm sure those shittering bioscanner fucking UAV bullshits are going to spawn a lot. So, hope that doesn't make it to the live game. But anyway, guys, that is all the changes. And I'll see you guys in the next one.